Pep, yeah, Marmoush came on and scored the winner on Sunday. I mean, do you feel like he can play in that number 9 role? That you think so? Is that his strongest role, or is he? Because he's quite versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, I can play. Phil can play there. Maca can play there. Oscar Bobb can play there. Yeah, there are players that can play there.
Do you think he will want to play that role? Has he played there for?
He likes to play close to the box. He loves to score. Have a sense of goal, definitely, and he has it. Yeah.
Hi, Pep. If you don't mind, just returning to the ticket situation, do you sense that there's a divide forming between local fans and tourists or kind of fans from abroad? There seems to be a lot of tension lately and stuff.
I want to be honest. I don't know what is the reason why. I didn't speak with the club about the particular subject, so I don't know. I cannot talk because maybe I will know it next days, next hours, but I don't know now.
I think this is the concerns that the fans are just local fans are being priced out, and that clubs, not necessarily City, but City are part of this, that are just focusing on.
Only I know that I'll have a meeting for the next week, or this week, or maybe Thursday or Friday with the fans, and this is what have to be talked. And I said before, so this is a football club that depends because we have our fans, you know. Well, not now, since Main Road, since long time ago. Football clubs belong to the people. And the people was not agree with something, like the same when they applaud, when in the last 8 years, when we won what we won, because we have an incredible players, you know, to achieve what we achieve. And when they boo, because they are unsatisfied for our performance. So imagine go to the stadium with no fans and nobody there. But not here, in all the stadium. It would not make sense. Or go there and nobody watches on TV. So no make sense our job. So we should close the door. And of course they can legitimately express what the concerns and the feelings with the club, and the club is open that listen to them and try to arrive in agreement that everybody can be satisfied. Only I can say, egoistically or not egoistically, I need them. We need them. We need the fans, you know, to close to the games and support us, and in the bad moments be there, because we are playing for a lot. So, but who I am, you know, to say, but not here when I was in Barcelona, I was in Miami, as a manager, who I am to, you know, don't be agree with the people can express what they want to express. I can have my opinion, but that is irrelevant. It's not important.
Hi, Pep. Since you've been here, all the top clubs have had bad seasons. Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham have all dropped out of the Champions League or haven't won trophies. What would it say about this club and your group of players that even in your worst season, if you could still finish in the top 4 and win a trophy?
It would be incredible. For the problems that for the everything happened is all the season. So when we won the treble, everybody was there. When we won the quadruple, everybody was there. When we win the double, everybody was there. Of course, we had injuries in that period, but we had a lot. So imagine without Khusanov and Victor, we will have the last 6, 7, 8 weeks with just one central defender, with Ruben. So that is difficult to compete in that position. We won 1 title this season, Community Shield. We have 1 title in the pocket, and alongside Newcastle, we are the 2 ones who have done it. I think between Arsenal and Liverpool, we define the Premier League, and we will see the FA Cup. And of course, with the situation they have, I said, going to the Champions League next season will be an incredible success, just for the fact of being there, for the problems that we had. But sometimes, what I said before, there are seasons sometimes happen. Don't tell me why. Sometimes, hopefully, everything is going that season, you know, all the wars in that season. And next season will be completely different. So, I hope so.
Hi, Pep. You've got a touchline ban for this game. Have you got any plans of how you're going to communicate your messages to the players?
My assistants will communicate. I cannot. In the halftime, I will do it, but not in the game.
Do you learn anything when you're sat in the stands? Can you see something different than when you're on the touchline?
The view is better. And I'm not annoying to my players. My players all the time complain to me how annoying I am. So that can be free, can express their talent.
Hi, Pep. You mentioned the central defenders a couple of minutes ago. There was a bit of talk in the last couple of days that Manu Akanji might be able to come back to train.
He's getting better. All of them, I think, I don't know Nathan, but all of them will come before the end of the season. But I don't know when. But Manu's getting better.
Do you know how long it will be before he can
No.
train with the squad?
I don't know.
Well, you would expect him and Stones to be back sort of end of the month, next month.
Is it beginning of April? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I think in April, before April, maybe will be back. It's a long time he's out. So, look with John and Nathan, all three. So, I'm lucky that Josko was like a warrior, a real warrior. Had been all the time there, all the time since the beginning of the season. So, I cannot imagine what would happen without Josko. What they have done. That's why I just can be grateful and appreciate his focus, to be ready all the time.
Hi, Pep. Just following on from Rob's question about the top four battle and maybe reaching it. I remember Jose Mourinho said that finishing second behind you in the 100-point season, he regarded as one of his greatest achievements because of the competition and everything and all the issues he faced. Would it be one of your most satisfying achievements to get this team and to continue that Champions League qualification? No. No, but in a different context from winning trophies.
They don't give me bonus. When I win the Premier League, I have bonus.
Pardon?
When I win the Premier League, I have bonus. Now I don't have bonus.
But you said
So
you
it's that
deserved it
achievements
last
that.
But would it be satisfying in a different context?
Yeah, of course. I understand. I understand when Jose said this quote and understand the intention of your question. Of course, would be definitely. For the club for the next season, we want to play the Champions League. You know that, and always about reinforce. I said 1,000 million times. So the people take for granted that City is going to win the Champions League will happen in the future. And when we have here 1 month or 2 months ago, and I said we are qualified the Champions League, people not even pay attention. I know how difficult it is. Otherwise, all important teams who have been every season in Champions League, it didn't happen. We are the only one in the last, I don't know how many years we have been there, like looking at FA Cup. This kind of things I give a lot importance because it's like the consistency, like always I've been looking for as a manager since the day one I become, that no better competition play there. And this season would not be possible to do it in the Premier League and in the Champions League that we have done the worst Champions League since we are here. But look against the FA Cup, 7 in a row. Come on, the people say, yeah, you play in the teams, the Championship, League One. In 7 years, when it's in a row, you play most of the time, sometimes against Premier League teams and toughest one. And we have been 7 years, that means, wow, I like that. And maybe we are not win the FA Cup, but we have been there. In the Premier League, we have not been there. In Champions League, we have not been there. In FA Cup, we have been there. In the Carabao Cup, we were not there, but we compete incredible well and Spurs away. We were better than them and we lost, but it's fine, it's okay. But in the Champions League, in the Premier League, we have not been there in terms of where to be. We won against Bournemouth. We could lose, maybe, but this is my team. That the fight, that make the challenge, the type of game because the team, for example, the type of game that Nottingham Forest face you is completely different than Bournemouth. You have to adapt, you have to challenge each one. And I like to see the team. And after, of course, you cannot win all the time, simply because it's impossible. You cannot, but at least be yourself. And we have... And this is what you're looking for, and of course, in the situation that we have not been really good in the Champions League and the Premier League, being there, it's been the top 4 or maybe top 5, or maybe the 5th in the Premier League for the good performance for all the teams. Maybe they will play next season. Of course, will be a good, really good, of course. But the season have been so weird, so difficult. For the first of all, we didn't have the players. That is the main target, the main reason. And after there are a lot of another ones, but especially this one. So you cannot compete in all competitions when we don't have the players. So because treble, without players, we don't win the treble. Quadruple, we don't win the all domestic titles without the players. In this season happened. So we had a lot of players without that. But yeah, now is the last moment. Look, that week is ahead of us. I saw the forecast yesterday. Will be good. So, and we have to, 9 games, 9 finals, and we're going to try. And next season, with our fans, happy or unhappy, they will support us in the Champions League. That is what we want.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.